How big is mindset to you, and what exactly would you define mindset as?
This is success. How may I help you?
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Jordan Harris here, aka DeVante Styles, and today I'll be breaking down a podcast of my episode DeVante Talks with Success, where I talk with Dan Fleyshman on what mindset means to him and how important he believes it is for everybody else. So, without further ado, let's hop right in.
Sure. So mindset is absolutely critical. I think it's one of my biggest advantages because I'm so relentless
Okay.
and I'm not scared of failure whatsoever because I expect failure along the way. And a lot of people are so emotional about failure and they get so embarrassed or nervous that they don't want to fail in front of people.
Yeah.
There's no entrepreneur in history of the world that doesn't have failures, big ones.
Yeah.
Or if they're Mark Zuckerberg and Mark Cuban and every other rich Mark, they all have these mega failures along the way. And even when they have big companies, they still have failures. You know,
Yeah.
Facebook has bought in dozens and dozens of companies that have failed, even though they have hundreds of billions of dollars and all the access in the world.
Yeah.
So even at scale, people are failing. You know, like every company that Mark Cuban does isn't successful. Now, the wins really outshine the losses, but they're not scared of having those losses along the way. And that's how I feel like the same thing. Like if right now, while on this podcast, if a glass of wine spilled over and this person was screaming and something was happening,
Yeah.
I would clean up in front of you guys on a podcast. I don't care. Like my mindset is as long as I'm doing everything that I can do to make my company successful or make my staff successful or my friends or my family successful, as long as I'm putting in the effort, what happens from the result, I can't sit and cry about. You know,
Yeah.
like you practice basketball every single day, and then when you get into the game, you miss your shot. Well, as long as you did all the right things, you did all the right things. You can't be embarrassed. Like, you know, Michael Jordan's best commercial is him talking about all the shots he missed.
Yeah.
That was his best commercial by far. The same reason I talk about failures. Like, you're going to learn so much more from my failures than you are my successes.
Yeah.
Alright, guys, I hope you enjoyed listening to that clip of the podcast where Dan talks about what mindset means to him. Before ending this video, I'd just like to recap on a few things that Dan discussed. Number one being relentlessness. Be relentless towards what you want to achieve. Don't stop, just keep going and have that mindset of working on what you want to go towards every single day. And number two being don't make failures emotional. Understand that everybody fails, and if you start to make it emotional, you're going to take it to heart and start believing that you're a failure when that's not the case. Everybody fails in life. Everything that you do in life, if you don't have failure, is never going to lead to success because you won't understand where things are wrong. And understand as well that people learn from your failures and use your failures as mistakes that you've made to teach other people valuable learning lessons. I hope that you guys enjoyed listening to this. If you did, it would mean the world to me if you click that like button, as well as if you click the subscribe button down below. If you're looking for more content, I'm posting content weekly. I hope you have a fantastic day, and until then,